Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Uh, I am going to do a difficult task of being a little bit critical of Brahmanas. You see, the world needs Brahmanas the most today. The biggest, the rarest resource in the world is not oil, it is not software engineer, it is simple hearted Brahmanas. Srimad Bhagavatam defines Brahmanas, I think, third canto, 23rd chapter, I think, 21st sloka. Titikshasva karunika suhridam sarvadehinam ajata satra santa sadhubhihi. Uh, okay. They are tolerant, merciful to all, friendly to all living beings, inimical to none, not having any enemies, and they are peaceful, and they try to read scriptures. So, Brahma Janati iti Brahmana. A Brahmana is a person who knows about Brahma Parabrahma, about God. And there are actually different classes of Brahmanas. I'm not knowledgeable enough to speak about it. But today, what we have is the caste Brahmanas, the Brahmin castes are actually not Brahmanas. They're just Brahmana Bandhus. This is the point which Krishna makes in Srimad Bhagavatam, I think, first canto, first skanda, chapter 8, somewhere towards the end, where they capture Aswatthama for killing the sons of Pandavas and removes their money and removes his money. The Pandavas remove his money. Then Krishna does not call Aswatthama a Brahmana. He calls Aswatthama a Brahmana Bandhu. Now, all our forefathers, I'm a Brahmana myself. I am actually Brahmana in two ways. One is I'm a Brahmana by birth. I'm a Telugu Vaidiki Brahmana. But I never chanted Gayatri. I mean, I chanted Gayatri for a month and then I got distracted because of lack of satsang. And I just moved on. And I'm also a Brahmana in ISKCON in the sense that I've been given a Brahmana Diksha by my guru. And so what happens is in ISKCON, we tell people to chant Hare Krishna for 16 malas every day for something like 3 to 5 years. And after sufficient chanting and after sufficient progress spiritually, the management of ISKCON awards or gives a Brahmana Diksha to individuals, initiating them into the Brahma Gayatri Mantra and 6 other Gayatri Mantras. So in that sense, ISKCON is in the process of creation of simple-minded Brahmanas. Now, I may not be simple-minded, but I'm trying to get there. Please help me out. So, most of the Brahmanas today are not Brahmanas really. They're only relatives of Brahmanas. Brahmana Bandhus. Bandhu means relative. That means that somewhere one of their forefathers was a very, very stalwart Brahmana, and we are related to him in one way or the other. Today, we are saying, I'm a Brahmana, and therefore my son is a Brahmana, therefore my daughter is a Brahmana. That is nice, but it is not correct. That is like saying, I'm a judge of High Court, and therefore my son also will be a judge of High Court. We know that the government of India or the government of America does not recognize that. Brahmana is by qualification. This is the point which Krishna made in Bhagavad Gita around 4th chapter, 13th sloka. Chaturvarnam maya sustam guna karma vibhagasa. It is by guna and karma. Now we must understand in a Brahman is this idea of Brahmana is not necessarily restricted to India. In any society, you have an intelligent class, you have an administrative class, you have a working class, and you have a laborer class. So this idea of caste system is prevalent in all societies in one way or the other. For example, even if you take, let's say, the United Nations uh, headquarters in New York, there is the intelligent people there, there are the administrative people there, there are the people who are working, and then there are the people who are, let's say, doing not so nice work. Now, in America, in New York, there is dictatorship of labor, so we should respect everybody equally. And this is the point made in Bhagavad Gita, 5th chapter, 8th sloka. Vidya Vinashampane Brahmane Gavhisini Sunichi Sapakecha Pandita Samadarshana. So anyway, coming back to Brahmanas, we need to qualify to be Brahmanas. We are not Brahmanas by birth. We need to do some samskaras and we need to do some sadhana every day to become qualified to become Brahmanas. So, for example, in Andhra Pradesh, in all over the world, there are a lot of Brahmana sanghas, there are a lot of Brahmana forums, which is nice. It's nice. We should become very, very organized. And the mistake which we made in the past, historically, was number one, we were not organized. We did not have unity in ourselves, and we were not preaching. But the Brahmana sanghas typically are only for socializing. There is not enough focus on God, and it's mostly ego battles over small things. So that is the problem with our Brahmana sanghas. So we are not Brahmanas by birth. This idea that I'm a Brahmana because my father is a Brahmana or my sons become Brahmanas because I'm a Brahmana is not correct. We should become Brahmana only if we chant Gayatri Mantra and we follow some procedures, some religious rituals to improve our levels of consciousness. And today we see that a lot of Brahmanas, they're struggling economically. I have the ability to help them, but I can only, let's say, help 10 people economically. Better thing, I'm a very successful Brahmana. I am very, very well settled in my career and in life. I can give the knowledge to people to how to be successful. The problem is the Brahmanas are not really willing to receive. Maybe their ego or something interferes. So we should try to become very, very Brahmanical, because Brahmanical culture can save the world. It can save yourself. For example, I talked in one of my earlier videos how Yamanacharya became a king at the age of 12 years, and he successfully defeated all the kings who attacked him. So to summarize, one is not a Brahmana by birth, one is a Brahmana by karma. If you are lucky enough to be a Brahmana by birth, that's very, very awesome. It's very, very difficult. Krishna says in 6th chapter, around 44th sloka, Etad hi sudurlbhataram loke janma yat idrusham. It's very, very difficult to be born in a pious family. So in that sense, please make use of it. Some of you may have been born in the families of the great Shaiva saint, see Appaya Dikshitar, or other big stalwarts. Please make use of it. Please chant mantras every day. Please become very, very Brahmanical, and there is nothing which you will lose in life. It will save you from all the TVs, all the stuff going on. I've practically seen that a lot of today's Brahman kids, they're too much into TV, YouTube, and movies, and this and that, but they don't have peace of mind. Or at the age of 30, they have very, very serious surgeries. And I mean, it's one thing to have, a surgery for your spinal cord at the age of 60, but it's another thing to have it at the age of 29 or the age of 31. I also see that some of my own relatives, they're taking a lot of psychotropic drugs, a lot of psychiatric drugs because of depression, etc. If you just chanted Gayatri, and if you just chanted if you just introduced kids to chanting Gayatri mantra or doing Sandhya Mandaram or other Vedic rituals, they wouldn't have to be spending 1/4 of their, the father would not have to spend 1/4 of salaries on psychiatric drugs for the kids. And the psychiatric drugs, maybe they work for 5 days, maybe they work for 3 months, but after that, the slope downhill starts and they don't do good for you. So be very, very careful. Please become a true Brahmana. The world desperately needs this. Understand the difference between Brahmanas and Brahmanas. Brahmana Bandhus. And unfortunately today, if you have a Brahmana party, the focus is on coffee, not Gayatri Devi, not Sandhyavandanam, not Krishna, not Ramayana, not Mahabharata. But that's okay. You can leave the current Brahmanas and come to ISKCON, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. We are establishing Brahmanical culture all over the world. Please help us. Please give us your blessings. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Jai Jagannath.